Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. And good morning, everybody. Thank you to the crew. Welcome to a very interesting edition of the Jason Show. Happy Monday as we begin a brand new week. Yes, there's no audience. You're hearing silence, and that is because we were supposed to be at the Minnesota State Fair. We're there every day, usually every weekday, but because of the possibility of bad weather, I won't go too into it, but here's the deal. If there's lightning, lightning can strike equipment's connected to human beings, and then we turn into hush puppies. So an abundance of caution is used. I love that our managers care enough about us. I apologize to all of those that came out to see us. I never want to be in the business of disappointing people, so please come back out and see us. And speaking of that, because we didn't do a show today, we met quickly today, and this is no joke. We decided we weren't going to do a show on Labor Day, but now we will be live out there for Labor Day. So we hope, thank you, crew. So we hope that you'll come out and see us on Labor Day. We will be live at 10 a.m., and hopefully weather permitting the rest of the week. Well, I have missed her at the Minnesota State Fair. She had a big family shindig she had to attend to, but she's back. Hello, Kendall.
Hello, Jason.
It is so good to see you, sweetie. I missed you.
I missed you too. I really did. I'm a little disappointed you didn't bring me a biscuit.
Well, okay, here's the deal. I know I've been making biscuits like crazy, and I have all these ingredients. I'm going to be making biscuits probably tonight or the next night, and I'll bring some to you at the fair, I promise.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because, I'm going to the land of food, but I still want one of those biscuits.
I will bring you some of my famous biscuits, I promise.
Okay,
I got to make some. Well, Shane, like I said, Shane was filling in. Shannon filled in, thanks to both of them. And Kendall and I will be back out at the fair tomorrow. But someone who braved the weather and is out at the Minnesota State Fair right now is our good buddy Shane Wells with a very special visitor. Hi, sweetheart.
Hey there. Kara, say hi to Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, sweetheart.
Ask him to take you to the state fair sometime.
Take me there to state fair sometime.
Your mom won't let me because she's afraid I'll lose you. That's why I can't.
I'm worried he's going to lose you.
No, he's not.
No.
Oh, so she has a lot of confidence. Karis, tell him what we're on right now.
We're on a Ferris wheel goes yay super high.
Oh.
Super high. Jason, have you been on this? I kind of forget.
Oh, now Shane, now why are you taking that shot? Now what are you trying to do to me? Now what are you doing? You know I don't like
Jason,
heights.
I'm going to tell you something. He's really scared of this ride. He didn't enjoy this. What are your thoughts on this Ferris wheel?
I'm having fun, and it doesn't go fast.
It's true.
Okay.
What would make it better? What's the only thing that's missing here?
Vodka.
I don't like the coloring. I really wanted to be in pink.
She really wanted to be in the pink car, but we're in blue. But we're making it work. The little things.
Yeah, I do too.
We're on the tippy top right now.
Oh. Yeah, you know what I love? Shane, I love the alliteration. It's Karis on the Ferris.
Tippy top.
Oh, totally. Karis
Yeah.
on the Ferris, girl. This is going to be a new segment, okay?
Huh?
Can you send it back to Jason in the studio? Say back to you.
Back to you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Have fun, guys.
Back to you.
Bye, sweetie. Oh, there's
see you
Shane and
tomorrow.
Karis. We'll see you tomorrow. Again, the Jason Show will be back out at the State Fair tomorrow. We're live every day at 10. You do not need a ticket to see our show. You just need a ticket to the Minnesota State Fair. I don't know how many times, every time I say it, then we inevitably get an email. But please come see us. And again, my apologies to those that went out today hoping to meet us. Kendall and I will be out there tomorrow. Well, no matter where we are, we always start the show like this, and there's a lot to get to. So let's eat some hot dish, shall we, everybody? Thank you. There we go. Very quiet today, eating the hot dish without anybody here. Thank you, Kendall. Now she's just humoring me. Let's get started. Fresh off the release of her 7th album, Lover, Taylor Swift opened up to CBS Sunday Morning yesterday. She talked about Scooter Braun, the talent agent she's been feuding with, who bought the masters to her first albums for $300 million. Look what she said about Scooter.
So you didn't see it coming?
No.
So how did you find out?
I found out when it was online, like when it hit the news.
Nobody in your inner circle
Nobody knew.
And you didn't smell it?
No. I knew he would sell my music. I knew he would do that. I couldn't believe who he sold it to, because we've had endless conversations about Scooter Braun, and he has 300 million reasons to conveniently forget those conversations.
Now, could you re-record?
Oh, yeah.
Might you do that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. She also talked about fame and people who show up uninvited to her house, armed. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, people, that's why she said she basically has to keep moving because freak shows keep knocking at her door. How scary. I don't care who you are. I don't care if your name is Nikki Swift. That's horrible to have to live like that. She also, Tracy asked her about, Taylor writes about her detractors and her haters a lot in her music. And Tracy's like kind of, and I'm paraphrasing, why do you give them attention? Why do you write about them? She goes, well, when they stop talking about me, I'll stop writing about them. And I kind of like, it's a very honest answer. I kind of like that.
It is. I really liked, and I watched the segment too. And one thing I thought was very odd and just weird timing. She was talking about her mom and how her mom has cancer, and a little bit about one of the songs, how it's about her mother. And then the thunderstorm sort of broke through. As you could maybe see that it was like darker out there. It was very moving, and she's a cool kid. I mean, she's my age. I can't call her kid.
Well, that song, I believe, is Soon You'll Get Better.
Yes.
With the Dixie Chicks. So I have my phone out because I can't remember the last time I listened to a full album. I did over the weekend. Well, because listen to this, just 2 days after her album, Lover, became 2019's top-selling album in the U.S. Think about that. Just 2 days, it became the #1 album. It passed A Star Is Born, the soundtrack to that movie, and is expected to have the biggest sales week for any album since her last one, Reputation, in 2017. Okay, Kendall, so I did my homework. So I was listening to this on the way to the cabin this weekend. So I love Forgot That You Existed. That's track 1, everybody. I like Cruel Summer, Lover, Paper Rings, London Boy, cheesy, but I still love it. You Need to Calm Down, and Me. I like those.
It's like, I feel like that's like 8 songs.
There's about 8
just
songs.
Trying to tally that.
I wanted a few more up-tempo ones, but I enjoy this album.
Okay.
Again, when was the last time? Have you ever listened? How long has it been since you listened to an album tip to tail?
I don't know. I mean, probably in my car in a CD player, but that's all I can think of.
Right.
I haven't purchased anything in a long time.
Yeah. Speaking of my phone, I'm looking here. If you want to see what the studio looks like without anybody in it, follow the Jason Show. Jason Show TV on Instagram. We did a little story of how empty the studio is right now. That's right. And we're only 800 people away from 20,000. There's more than 800 people watching. So search for Jason Show TV on Instagram. Give us a follow. Let's see how many followers we can get just during this show. I want to get up to 20,000 right now.
Hashtag goals.
Hashtag goals. Next up, Lara Spencer, Lara, has learned a very tough lesson. Don't mess with ballet dancers or dancers of any kind. The GMA host has apologized a few hours ago following a segment on Thursday in which some say she mocked Prince George for taking ballet lessons. Now, here is the original clip from GMA on Thursday.
In addition to the usual first or second grade things like math, science, and history, the future King of England will be putting down the Play-Doh to take on religious studies, computer programming, poetry, and ballet, among other things. You couldn't contain, he looks so happy about the ballet class. Prince William says George absolutely loves ballet. I have news for you, Prince William. We'll see how long that lasts.
Well, the dance community was not amused. Some stars, not even in the dance community, Rosie O'Donnell tweeted too. They were not amused and came after Lara with everything they had online. So much so that she had to apologize. Now, as part of Lara's apology tour, she sat down with 3 dancers for a lengthy interview today on GMA in which before, during, and after, she said she was sorry. Look at this.
I do. I screwed up. I did. The comment I made about dance was insensitive, it was stupid, and I am deeply sorry.
All of us are sitting here with you, and you are brave enough to open up about something that may have come out not intentionally how you meant it, but it came out. the fact that you're able to be here and talk with us is really important.
For me, the lesson is that words hurt, and it was not my intention, but it was insensitive. And I thank you all for giving me the opportunity to apologize personally to you, and for you guys coming in here to sit and talk to me and to educate me. And again, I'm really sorry.
Apology accepted.
Absolutely, 100%.
Here's my thing with this, and admittedly, I come from a place, and probably whatever Kendall's going to say, we come from a place where we do a job similar to Lara, where, you know, we sit here every day for an hour, and then I do 3 hours on the radio show, and we basically talk without a net. We talk live, and while we do that, we try to do it to entertain you. We say goofy things to make you laugh, and sometimes we step in dog do. We do. In 22 years, I've had to apologize for things because you're live and you say something, you're like, in 2019, that's not great. So you apologize. Here's my beef with this. I shouldn't say beef, here's my with this. And that is, she apologized on Friday, and people didn't find the apology good enough. And I don't like that. I hate that we're in this time period now where we're not offering people grace. Grace is not the first thing we want to offer up. And in conjunction with that, we seem to always want to expect the worst in people. We always just, and we expected the worst in Lara. And I got to say this, to be very honest, and my executive producer knows this. The truth of the matter is, I'm defending her. I'm not even that big of a fan. I mean, I've had my problems with her. She's lovely, but I just, you know. So, and I'm also coming at this from someone that was bullied because I like Drama Club. I thought her apology on Friday was fine. I thought this on-air apology and then the interview, though it's great to have a learning moment for kids that are in dance and they get made fun of. Lord knows I relate to that. But I think it was a little bit of overkill. You know, I think it was just, wow, this is a lot for something that I don't think she meant from her heart.
I agree. I think that the laughter started well before she said the word dance. She was kind of giggling at his regiment, his coursework, which was kind of funny for a 6-year-old. You know, you're talking about like computer programming. Was it inappropriate? Did it offend people?
It
Clearly.
was insensitive, yes.
I grew up, my mom owned a dance studio. I grew up dancing. I know that as dancers, we can always be a little like eccentric and out there. I thought her apology, like you said, was enough. And one of the guys who was sitting down with her, Travis Wall, is an amazing choreographer. He on Instagram today just posted a video of 300 people that were performing ballet outside of the studios there. And I'm like, at what point do we just go, okay, thank you, let's move on with my life?
Yeah, one sorry is enough. That's my problem. Just give people some grace sometimes.
Right, acknowledge that she didn't mean to offend anyone.
And please, the next time we step in poo, please give us grace. That's
please.
Right. We hopefully we won't do that in the next 40-some minutes. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Stay with us, everybody. Coming up, so much news popped over the weekend, you need an entire kingdom to hold it all. From big changes to Disney World to big shows coming to a TV set near you and an out-of-this-world hotel. We have it all covered. Then folks don't usually think fashion when they think of the fair, but you can actually find some great items out there. Where? Lindsay from Fashion Fix is back with the answer. And are you new to working out? Do you just want a basic move to get you up and moving and starting? Well, Trainer Galen is back with a great starting point that anyone can do. That and more coming up when we return.
20 years ago, this month, Mariah Carey's Heartbreaker video was released. Love you. I'm a lamb. You're a lamb. You're a lamb. You're a lamb. The Heartbreaker video starred a young, up-and-coming, hot actor named Jerry O'Connell. There we go. Full disclosure, I tried my best to hook up with the songbird. I really did. I gave it, I went right up to the plate and I took a big swing. A big swing. She invited me, let me just paint the picture for you. She invited me to her trailer. It was a big trailer, right? So we're sitting there in the trailer and we're drinking champagne and I gotta tell you, there was a spark. I was excited. And just when I thought, like, maybe I'd make my move and things would work out, boom, Luis Miguel, her boyfriend at the time, shows up. There he is. They were going out. He took one look at me in that trailer, and he was like, adios. I was out of there.
Jerry O'Connell talking about his cameo in Mariah's music video Heartbreaker that came out 20 years ago. I love that song. I love that video. I love Jerry O. I hope his show's doing really well. Thanks to all the new Instagram followers. We gained like 200 just in that first segment, Evan. Can you believe it? I know. Jason Show TV. More hot dish for you. You know on Mondays we get a special serving all the way from Hollywood. Please give it up for our good friend Charles from TMZ. Good morning, Charles.
Morning, Jason. Good to see you.
Good to see you. We're going to start with Kanye. He visited Dayton, Ohio this weekend. Why was Kanye in Ohio of all places?
Yeah, he went there because this was an outreach to the city of Dayton, still reeling from the mass shooting there last month. So he brought his Sunday service there and put on, like we're used to seeing it out here in LA, but now seems like he wants to take this on the road to places where people need to be uplifted. And he had his choir there. They performed several songs. They did Jesus Walks, and the crowd was really into it. It was a big weekend in Dayton because Dave Chappelle was also there. He lives in the area, and they put on a benefit concert there. So Chris Rock was also there. At the Sunday service, by the way, Kim came also, along with two of their kids, Saint and North. So it was a really rousing weekend for the people of Dayton, and they reacted very well. They loved the Sunday service from what we could see. And also Dave Chappelle spoke to the crowd in the middle of the service, actually got up and addressed the crowd, talked about how resilient the people of Dayton have been, and said that he was going to be there with them through the duration here as they still are recovering from all of this. So it was really nice to see.
Charles, we're really short on time. We have about 20 seconds. Who was David and Victoria Beckham with this weekend?
No big deal. Just out on a yacht with Elton John.
No big deal.
And David Furnish and all of their kids. They had Elton and David's daughter was there, or son was there, and then David and Victoria were there with their child as well. They were jumping off the yacht, having a great time. I mean, when you go see Elton John in the south of France, this is on his yacht. It's a good time. Yeah. So they looked like they just had an amazing time.
I wish I was there. Charles, have a good week. Thank you, buddy.
I was about to say.
Yes, we weren't
that's
invited.
Exactly what I was about to say. It just made me jealous.
Don't forget, follow TMZ on social media. Just search for TMZ and check your local listings for TMZ on TV. And once again, we are not at the fair today. We apologize, and we'll be back there tomorrow. Kendall will be making her fair debut with the Jason Show, so we look forward to seeing you at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now, we're not at the fair, but we're talking fair fashion. That's right. Fair plus fashion. It does happen with one of our favorite local bloggers. But next, Disney held its convention over the weekend and dropped, and I'm talking a lot of news. So much news, we can't even put it in one segment, but we're going to try when we return. Back after this, everybody. And welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. No, we are not at the fair. We'll be back tomorrow, we promise. Well, what a weekend for Disney fans. The D23 Expo, that's what they call their convention, happened this weekend in Anaheim, giving us a sneak peek at what's to come from the Mouse House. From movies and TV shows to theme park attractions to cruise ships. There's so much to break down. We picked several items we thought would be of interest to you. First up, Disney is teaming up with Minnesota-based Target. This is awesome, everybody. Look at this picture. To open shop-in-shop kind of things. Basically, Disney stores within a Target at more than 24 locations. They're going to open in October already. Now, the only one we're going to get here in Minnesota so far this year is in the Maple Grove North Target. Now, 40 more Disney store and Targets will open October of next year. Hundreds of products will be available in these little mini stores, along with interactive displays, little photo ops, and to me, my favorite news is the fact that they're finally, Kendall, they're going to open a Target inside Walt Disney World, like on the premises.
We have made it.
Which, if you ever go to Disney World, you're all nodding your head. There isn't a convenience store on property. Once you're kind of in the Disney bubble, there's no Kmart, there's no Walmart, there's no Target. And sometimes, girl, you need some Listerine. And
Right.
you know what I mean? You
I
need
need
some
a Kleenex.
panties.
Yeah, I need things.
You need things.
Thanks.
So they're going to put a mini Target in like 2021.
Cool.
Yeah. Even
I
though
like
you can't have Amazon packages dropped there. That's a little fun fact that Jason
Wait, what?
You can order stuff on Amazon and have it delivered to your Disney resort.
Does,
Did you know that?
Tinkerbell drop it off?
That's right, girl, right there with some fairy dust. Next big changes are coming to Epcot, one of the 4 parks at Walt Disney World in Florida. Disney announced yesterday a Mary Poppins attraction will be part of the revamped United Kingdom Pavilion. Now, if you're like, what's going on? What's this? Well, fans will be able to walk down the world-famous Cherry Tree Lane featured in Mary Poppins and enter the home of the Banks family. So if you haven't been to Epcot, if you don't know how this works, one of the highlights of Epcot Center is World Showcase, where they have pavilions for different countries like the UK and France. And behind the UK pavilion, they are going to construct to scale Cherry Tree Lane.
Oh, that's so
it's
cool.
Awesome. You'll
That
be
is
able,
so cool.
Yeah, with the cherry trees, and you'll feel like you're Mary Poppins, like Mary's coming out. Now they haven't given a date, and they haven't said what the attraction is going to be, but there'll be an attraction connected to the Cherry Tree Lane. Why are you laughing at me?
Because I'm thinking, like, does everybody get a spoonful of sugar? Like, here, you get a spoon, you get a spoon, you get a spoon. Ah! What? I'm just saying.
That was very funny, Kendall. That was
I'm
very, that was
hilarious.
very
There's just
funny,
no
yes.
audience to laugh
No,
at
no
me.
audience to laugh, no. But I'm so excited for that because I love Mary. Disney also revealed new details on its planned Star Wars-themed hotel. This is nuts. Now, this is my video. I already got a chance to visit Galaxy's Edge, which is the Star Wars land at both Disneyland and World. The hotel is pretty much a Disney cruise ship on land. Now, what do I mean by that? It's called Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, and it's going to be an immersive 2-day experience with everyone boarding at once like a cruise ship, blasting into space and working together. A cabin for 5 will cost $3,300. Now, no word when the hotel will open, but this hotel is literally going to be built. It will look like a Star Cruiser that is parked outside of Galaxy's Edge. It will be built to look like a giant starship. And you will be treated like a guest on a starship. There will be no windows. You'll never see Central Florida. It's all screens. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, it does sound awesome, but like $3,300 for 2 days.
I'll take you. Girl, I'll take you, yeah.
Do I need to write this one down?
Don't write that down. Don't write that down, staff. On to some movie news from the D23 Expo. We're getting our first look at Emma Stone as villain Cruella de Vil. Look at this, everybody. Ooh. Disney shared this picture of Emma as an almost kind of punk rock version of the iconic villain. The new version of 101 Dalmatians also stars Emma Thompson, and it hits theaters in May of 2021. What do you think of that?
Oh,
isn't that awesome?
So cool. I wasn't expecting them to have Emma Stone as Cruella de Vil. I thought they'd have someone a little older than that, but I don't really remember.
Well, we already had Glenn Close player. They also released news that there's going to be a new Cirque du Soleil show at Disney Springs, where the Cirque performers are going to interact with animated characters. Kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Mary Poppins. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Epcot's the big headline I was telling the staff, to bottom line it, the big news is really Epcot. That park will be totally transformed in time for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World in 2021.
That's so cool.
It will be redone from tip to tail. It's going to be, the next couple of years are going to be so exciting. So come on vacation with me to Disney World. Still ahead, everybody. We're talking some fashion items that you can actually get at the fair. And later, wrestling is coming to Fox. Yes, and for the first time in Jason Show history, we're doing a segment on wrestling. Producer Ted sat down with the tag team champions to talk about life in the WWE. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Our special fair show that's not a fair show because we're not at the fair because of rain, blah, blah, blah. Well, our next guest is the founder of The Fashion Fix, a blog that helps women of all shapes and sizes find confidence in their style. And she's doing that with things that she has found at the fair. Lindsay joins us. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hey, I just, real moment here on TV. Thank you for coming in here.
Yes.
Lindsay was supposed to be with us out at the fair, And at the last minute, because of weather, possibility of weather, we came back here. You were nice enough to move here to Eden Prairie. I appreciate that.
No problem. I love the EP. It's
the EP.
great.
Okay, now we have this divided. Now, I got to tell you, Linz, when I think of buying clothes, I never would have thought of the fair.
I know. It's insane. This is by far my favorite thing to do all year is to find fashion at the fair because it surprises everyone, even me sometimes.
I was shocked when this segment came up. I was like, really? Okay, but Lindsay's divided this into different categories. So first, let's talk North Market.
Let's start North Market. And this is the newcomer to the fair this year. So North Market is a new location that just opened up this year.
Okay.
So if you haven't been there yet, it's by where the hangar is. So if you're familiar with that, on the north side of Machinery Hill.
Got it. Okay.
That's where you're going to find that. And what we have there is homespun gifts and decor.
Okay.
So cute.
This is it right here, Lindsay?
Yes.
Okay.
So what they've done a fabulous job is making such a welcoming home environment, but have really provided elevated product and brands to offer you. Everything is from a local maker, local artisan. I got to show you my favorite thing here, these Skyline specs. And I don't know if you can see on the side.
We'll get a close-up over here.
Yeah. Okay, so they have the skyline of Minneapolis and St. Paul on their sunglasses.
Oh,
so
that is
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
So,
That's pretty.
so neat, so cool. So North End
It's
Market.
like a Valley girl there. Awesome. Yeah.
We get excited when you find this up. So homespun goods. This is from August Sparrow. They have La Lunette jewelry. Everything is handmade, handcrafted. Such an elevated experience that you will not be disappointed in.
I'll say it again. I've said it 400. I love that local goods are so in fashion and so on trend. The youngins love it. I mean, millennials love. They want to buy local, and I love this.
Especially at the state fair.
Yep.
It's a hotbed for local makers.
It's local.
Yes, it is like that. Because, okay, here was the surprise.
Yeah.
The Coliseum. I thought the Coliseum was just for showing cattle and horses. And lo and behold, they have great shopping in the outer ring of the Coliseum. I couldn't believe it.
Crazy.
So this is from the market at Fox Run. It's a mobile market. So they have a pop-up at the state fair right now.
There it is right there, everybody.
Yeah. So there it is. You can find it. So such cute stuff. Again, everything is from a local maker. What I love is the Spoonful apparel, which I have here. So this hat and these two shirts, 50% of the proceeds go to ending childhood hunger.
Oh,
and
really?
you can find these goods at the market at Fox Run in the Coliseum. Yeah, so cute.
love
Some other beautiful handcrafted jewelry. These are aromatherapy and crystal bracelets here from Maximalis. So beautiful. And then we just, you got to have a nod, right?
Yeah, to Minnesota.
You got to have a nod. So
this is
this is such a cute upcycled
Look at
shirt
that,
here.
everybody.
Yeah,
that's
cute. They have this and a ton of mix and patterns between the shirts and the patch.
Okay, grandstand.
Grandstand. So the grandstand is like the mecca of shopping. But let me tell you, it is not just for as seen on TV products. I mean, you can get a Vitamix and Chopper if you want, but I know, you can. But look, you got to get upstairs to the second floor. That's the trick.
The second floor.
Second floor.
Second floor,
Second floor of the grandstand. That's where all of the good shopping is. This boutique stopped me in my tracks. It's called Ooh La La Boutique. They have so beautiful. They have a brick and mortar in Excelsior.
This bag is beautiful.
I know. I was
Lindsay.
walking by and I literally stopped in my tracks and turned in. I was like, I have got to shop here.
Here's more stuff for them,
More
guys.
stuff. So if you ever wonder where people get those cute Pinteresty looks from, it's from places like Ooh La La Boutique.
Yeah.
That's where you want to go shopping there. And also in the grandstand, we have the Great Lakes Company. These guys are so cool. So they grew up on the lakes of Minnesota and Wisconsin, but mostly Minnesota.
Yeah.
And they want to preserve our Great Lakes. And so they've created apparel and accessories, and they donate a portion of their proceeds to different organizations throughout the year that are part of the Freshwater Initiative that are helping to preserve the Great Lakes. And they do really elevated weekend-styled living. So,
I like this sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Leo, take a shot of this. I like the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
I like that material
so
too.
cool. Okay, so last thing in the grandstand I want to talk about is Holly House Boutique. Such clever, funny things that they have here. I mean, look at this. Midwest is the best. How great is that? It is. We are the best. And then newcomers, Fangirl, they're doing a really cool thing here where they're creating some sporting apparel, but really giving a feminine twist to it. So you can find things that are like Vikings, Twins, other local sports, but fitted for women. So they're doing some really cool stuff there.
Finally, West End Market.
West End Market. Okay, I like you.
I like you too. Yes.
I like you. It's in the West End Market. They have a location in St. Paul on Snelling as well. Any inside joke that you can think of as a Minnesotan, you'll find it on a t-shirt here. I mean, look at this is one of my other favorites.
Yeah, this is
Pronto.
our executive producer, Jeff. Like here's a picture of some of the other t-shirts right there. Oh.
So cute, and so cute. So they're doing a great job. Here's this one, Lunicorn. So fun. They're doing everything fun there. Everything fun.
I'm gonna get this for Jeff. This is his favorite, the Pronto pup here.
Yeah.
You already have it? Oh, well, I'll buy it for another crew member.
So
Yeah.
cute, such fun stuff. Okay, other thing at West End, I cannot stop talking about makeshift accessories. They're there every year. It's my favorite place to shop at. Every single piece of jewelry has a story. These earrings here, if I can hold them up, drum cymbals.
Those are?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, they are. Oh, those are awesome.
So cool. A lot of this stuff is made from military ammunition metal that they upcycle. And then if you can ever go in there and catch a conversation with Devin, the owner, he will tell you the history of everything that they make there. It's insane. They're so cool. You've got to check them out. They're so cool. Okay, this is also in West End from Live and Love, Minnesota. What she has done is she has taken Up North Living and branded it in a very chic way. So we'll hold this up here.
We'll hold this up there. There we go, so people can
Okay, so she has really created just some branding that makes you so proud to be from the Bold North.
The Bold North.
Yeah, done it in a really cool. Last place I want to talk about, Whatnot Boutique. So this is another place where you can find some pieces to update your fall wardrobe with. Really accessible prices, really accessible sizing. The ladies there are so fun to work with. They'll help you navigate all of the trends and totally get you styled for the season.
I love it.
Cool.
You did, boom. That's why she's the best. Give it up for Lindsay, everybody. You can find her on Instagram at FashionFixMN and online at FashionFixMN.com. We have much more ahead. Stay right there. Go get another Pronto Pup and meet me back here in just a couple minutes. Back after this. That was great. We got it done. We were like, boom, boom. Welcome back, everybody. Well, earlier this year, I opened up to all of you about my ongoing battle to get fit, to keep my weight in check. I'm sure it's a struggle for a lot of you. I've read your emails all year long. It meant a lot to me. Well, earlier this year, we also launched Spring Training with Jason in March, hoping to inspire others to get a little healthier with me. Well, since then, I've continued to work with my trainer, Galen, who we lend to you. And today, he's sharing advice on one exercise, because I know what it's like. You watch segments like this, and you're like, I don't even know where to start. Maybe I've never been to a gym. What do you do? Well, you can start with one simple exercise that can improve health for us all. Squats. Look at this. Hey friends, I just got done working out with that one back there. Wave, Galen, or dance. But now it's his turn to train you. But first.
Initiative. We are committed to taking the extra step and thinking beyond the expected, seizing opportunity and overcoming any obstacle. We will never, son of a gun, we will go over, go under, go around, or go through, but we will never give up. Never. Motivation. All right, so we've all heard of squats. Squats work your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings. They can even engage the core, lower back, all of the muscles. Squat is one of the most basic exercises that we ever do. So today we're going to be doing a ball squat. The ball squat's nice because you use this ball to help to protect your back, and you can move your feet forward so you can protect your knees a little bit better. So what I want to do is I'm going to place the ball up against a solid piece of wall. Here we're putting it up against a doorway. Most of the time you don't want to use a doorway because doors, better than with a nice clean piece of wall. You place the ball so the middle or the bottom of it is touching about the middle of your glutes. You walk your feet forward so that when you sit down, you have a 90-degree angle at the knees and a 90-degree angle at the hips. I'm actually moving my feet forward just a little bit. Yeah, all right, so I also want to have a neutral pelvis the whole time. My core stays engaged, my glutes stay engaged, a neutral, up and down.
Is your pelvis neutral?
So neutral. The other nice thing about this is that as you advance or as this gets easier, you can move your feet backwards, ball up the wall a little bit more, and you have more of a supported squat. So I'm almost in a full squat position, squeezing the glutes, engaging the core, but my back is so protected it's easier to balance.
It only takes one exercise to get you started. I know it's overwhelming for folks. If you have any questions about where you should begin, it's easy to get a hold of Galen. Just find him on social media, Ask Galen, or email us. We'll get you in touch with him. I know it is a struggle. That day one is the hardest, but then when you get to day 2, when you get to day 3, and you start seeing results, that's motivation itself. So thanks to all of you for sharing your stories with me over the past couple months. They really, truly have been a lot. And keep going, or as Oprah used to say, run on, girl, run on. Still ahead, producer Ted sits down with WWE's Tag Team Champions as our network gets ready to jump into the ring, quite literally. The first ever segment about wrestling on The Jason Show when we return. Back after this, everyone. Welcome back, everybody. There's a major shakeup coming to primetime TV this fall. Professional wrestling will soon take over Friday night on Fox. That's right. And recently, our producer Ted, the biggest wrestling fan on our staff, who used to be, actually, he still is a diehard wrestling fan, sat down with WW Tag Team Champions Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson to talk about what it's like to be a professional wrestler.
We are joined by WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. Welcome.
Here we are. Thanks for having us.
What's it like to be in the WWE?
Oh, it's exhilarating, I would have to say. We are live, full action entertainment all the time, sports entertainment. We have the greatest fans in the world. We refer to them, you guys, as the WWE Universe, and it's our passion to entertain, so that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, to be able to walk out on WWE Monday Night Raw, it's no matter where you are in your career or who you are, it's one of the coolest things in the whole world to walk out on that stage and look out and see those people.
And what's the journey to get to this point like? Because it's not, you don't just wake up and Vince McMahon calls you up.
He sure doesn't.
No, we both started out very young. We both left athletic scholarships with no guarantees, and started out wrestling in VFW halls and auction barns for no money and driving around the country, and then you work your way up through the ranks, and one day you get the call, and then it's on you to make the most of it. So it's very exciting.
If you want something bad enough, you'll go get it.
Yeah. Now, some people watching this, they'll be like, oh, wrestling, it's fake, it's fake. It's not fake, because talk about the injuries that you guys have had over the years.
Yeah, go ahead, Gallows.
For us, we've been pretty lucky as a duo, but it's definitely a rough and tumble sports entertainment exchange. There's career-ending injuries all the time, and we have no off season. Right. So sports entertainment is everything that you see taking place in the ring, around the ring, outside the ring is actually taking place. Our body actually goes through that. The saving grace is in the WWE, the greatest sports entertainment entity in the world. We have great medical care to take care of us and put us back together when something happens like that. So,
what do you feel like the morning after a big wrestling match?
You're beat up, because we've both had injuries through our whole career. But it's something that we deal with, and that the WWE takes good care of us as well. And to go back to the what we are is scripted entertainment, and it's like the same thing as if you're watching a television show and you get lost in the entertainment value of it. And suspending people's disbelief is part of our job.
Now, the great thing about this is, you go from, for the viewer, oh, they're in my town tonight, but bad thing for you guys is you're in some place every other night, basically.
Yeah, and we hear that a lot going around, but guys like us and that have the background that we have, he wrestled in Japan full-time for 8 years, me a little less, but the WWE schedule is pretty family-friendly. We're on the road 4 days, we're home for 3, so there's a good family balance. Okay. We would go to Japan for a month at a time and, not see our kids, and that was a lot tougher than what we're doing.
Who do you guys hate right now?
Ricochet.
Seth Rollins.
Braun Strowman for beating me up last Monday.
I don't like that at all.
I don't care how big he is. What if I black his eye? At least I blacked his eye.
Well, there's 2 of us. I have a plan.
Because if he beats me up, it doesn't matter. At least I blacked his eye.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And sneak attacks. Are you guys good at sneak attacks?
That's what we're best at.
We're 2 of the greatest villains of all time, brother.
I sneak attack, and then I have a big man comes in and helps me out.
I'm clean up.
It's real life,
when you guys hear the crowd booing you, what does that feel like?
It's an adrenaline rush. You got to figure we're coming out here and we're doing a live show at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Maybe we go on at 10. When you get to your hotel room at night and you have that buzz of energy running through your entire body, you can't just lay down and hit the pillow and go to sleep. You have to unwind. It's a process because we have an adrenaline rush 4 nights a week. So it's a pretty cool job for sure.
You're tag team champions.
2-time.
2-time.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever turn on each other?
If the money's right.
Yeah. We could reunite down the line, but for the payday, of course.
There's money there, yeah, of course. Cut the check, we're doing it.
That's right.
Attack him now.
So, outside of wrestling, Jason's a big Dallas fan.
Perfect.
What are your guilty pleasures?
What do you like, bud? Let's not go there. Hold on a second. I like to watch the NBA.
Yeah, he likes to watch the NBA.
I have 4 boys, and we like to go ride bikes all around the entire neighborhood. And that's my guilty pleasure now. I'd like to say it was like this insane, crazy thing my life is now, but it's not.
We're both dads. I got a 12-year-old son. I like to spend time on a lake with him, and
maybe 10 years ago you could have got some real good dirt.
You could have got, yeah. We could have told you some really cool stuff.
Like The Bachelor, Real Housewives.
Well, this guy. Oh, you mean watching?
Oh, television. I thought you meant like our hobbies. That's why we're
Jeez,
stumped.
all right. I like to watch Big Brother. I like to watch. My wife makes me watch. I just watched Love Island on USA.
Ooh.
Oh man, it was.
That's a commitment.
Terrible / great, but it was something that she wanted to do, which brought us closer.
I have a massive ego, so I like to watch myself on Raw.
It's the only thing he watches.
Yeah.
Quickly, finishing moves. What are they, and where did you come up with them?
The Magic Killer. We made it up in Japan. It's where we pick the guy up. He picks him up by the head. I hold him by both his feet, and we slam him to the ground.
We won 3 titles there, tag team championships, and now we have the mecca of tag team wrestling, sports entertainment, the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships, twice via the Magic Killer. So it's working.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, buddy.
Hey, can you do this for me? Too sweet.
Perfect.
Between Ted and those 2 gentlemen, that's the most masculine this show has ever been. I just want to be very, right, Kendall? I think we look in the record of the show, it's the most masculine. WWE, by the way, they both lost. They lost. We're sad to say. They were here and then they lost, but they were great. WWE SmackDown Live is set to debut Friday nights on Fox starting in October. And by the way, before we go, thanks to all the people following us on Instagram. We've gained like 400 followers since this show began. So follow us, Jason Show TV. We're doing video, we're doing Insta stories during the commercial breaks to show you how much fun we have when we don't have an audience. We miss them. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping up the show. Kendall joins me again, and it's so, when you do a show with the studio audience every day, it is very odd to not have them here. We miss you, studio audience, and don't forget, we're kicking off the brand new season next week. We want to see you in the fall. I know everyone goes back to their schedules, but you're in by 9 and you're out by 11:15, so come see us. All you have to do to get tickets to our normal show is to go to the Jason Show TV Facebook page, click tickets, and reserve your spot. It's very easy, right?
And it's full free.
That's right. We're getting new mugs for the new season. One of the things you can get.
You can't buy them.
You can't buy them anywhere. No. Well, earlier we talked about the big Disney convention called D23. Expo goers got their chance to see new footage from the new Star Wars movie, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Now, this morning it was released to all of us peons. Look at this. Now, the reason people are freaking out about this is that last shot was Rey looking quite evil with an evil lightsaber, and that voice you heard is the return of the Emperor from the original trilogy, who was killed, we thought, in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I thought he died.
Dude was thrown down a cavern or down in the Death Star.
Didn't Darth Vader
Darth Vader picked him up, and
Am I giving away a spoiler at this
alert
point?
for a 30-year-old movie, but but still, this is the last movie, by the way, in the Skywalker saga, and it will be released around Christmas time.
And we will cry
In a galaxy near you. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. But that footage, I got the Jennifer Lopez goosies. I cannot wait J.J. Abrams is back to do this. Hey, by the way, today is National Dog Day, so in honor of that, we thought we'd look this video y'all love. This is when I tried to take Dexter and Mr. Big to dog agility class, and look, Dexter was like, I'm not getting in that tube, no matter what you offer me, you foolish human you. And nice flip-flops, Jace. Anyway, we're back at the fair tomorrow. Get there around 9:15, 9:30. You do not need a ticket to the show, just to the fair. We'll see you tomorrow. Go out there and be yourself, everybody, because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. We'll see you at the fair tomorrow.